Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to probably my favorite quiz playlist on JetPunk. It is Pizza's Very Difficult Geography Trivia, and this is quiz number 10. I believe my high score so far is 80%, 56 out of 70. Realistically, I try to set my goal around 50 for each video because these are really, really hard, but they're such fun. So, again, a massive thanks to Pizza for making these. If you guys would like to try this quiz, as always, the link is in the description. See if you can beat my score. And yeah, not much else for me to say other than if you guys are still enjoying this playlist, these quizzes, you want to see more of them, and you want to see Pizza make more of them, obviously no pressure on him, but it's very, very fun to play these, then as always, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything more. Starting with, which alphanumeric skyscraper on the Gold Coast features the Sky Point observation deck? It is currently Australia's tallest building, and it briefly held the title of the world's tallest residential building after its completion in 2005. I think it's called like Q1. Okay, yeah, because I think the Q is like Queensland, probably, or maybe that's coincidence. But either way, I have heard that before. The colonial era Altes Gefängnis prison, an abandoned steam locomotive in the desert called Martin Luther, and the Wöhrmann House are popular attractions located in or near what town? In the desert? Are we in like Namibia or something? If it's like German but desert slash colonial. Windhoek, Walvis Bay, Swakopmund. Oh, okay, that is actually what's going on. I was starting to get worried, but I guess large towns in Namibia and it'll work. What structure located on the Heisel Plateau in Laeken was built by engineer André Waterkijn and architects André and Jean Polak as the centerpiece for the 1958 World's Fair? It is meant to symbolize faith in scientific progress. Is this the atomium? Okay, it was like, yeah, Dutch names plus science, I guess, is just kind of where that leads you. Iturup, Kunashir, and Shikotan are three of the southernmost islands that make up what archipelago? I feel like I've heard of Iturup. Is this the Kurils? Nice. The intergovernmental organization, commonly abbreviated as CARICOM, is headquartered in what city? Established in 1973, CARICOM has 15 member states. 15. Okay, so the 15 is going to be a clue somehow, but I don't know where we are in the world. Is it like Oceania or like Latin America or the Caribbean maybe? Caribbean Association of something or other. 15 makes sense. I think there's 13 Caribbean island nations, so I'm not sure that does make sense. Central America has 7. South America has 12. Oceania has like, I think 14 total. So I don't know what this is, unfortunately. This is really hard for me to narrow down. I'm going to move on. An example of over-tourism, what picturesque Austrian village on a lake of the same name hosts millions of tourists annually despite a local population of only about 800 residents? It lends its name to the dominant archaeological culture of Central and Western Europe during the Late Bronze Age. This is the type of thing that's hard for me because, like, it's a tiny place that's only known for tourism, and this isn't really a part of Europe I've ever been to, so it's not the type of thing I would know. I have heard of it for sure. Like, I'm gonna recognize the name, but I'm just never gonna pull it. I don't think it's Selamze, because that's much larger. I feel like I might start with a B or something, but I'm not gonna pull it. Mount Tambora, whose eruption in April 1815 was the largest in recorded history and responsible for the year without a summer, is located on which of the Lesser Sunda Islands? I think it's on Sumbawa. One of the most photographed bridges in California, Bixby Bridge, is located in what mountainous section of the Central Coast, located between Carmel and San Simeon, where the Santa Lucia Mountains rise abruptly from the Pacific Ocean. This is called Big Sur, California. I guess it says California, whatever. Mastic, a resin used in traditional medicine, cosmetics, cooking, and varnishes, is harvested primarily on what island directly across the water from Çeşme, Turkey. One of Eugène Delacroix's works depicts the horrific aftermath of an 1822 massacre on this island. Çeşme. Is it Bozkata? Or is it actually in Greece? Rhodes. Lesbos, Chios. Oh, Massacre at Chios is such a thing, actually. Now that I now that I type it in. What coastal department in the Pays de la Loire region gives its name to the extreme solo and unassisted round the world sailing race, often called the Everest of the Seas? Vendée. Okay, first guess for coastal department in Pays de la Loire. A tiny uninhabited islet in the Savage Islands is the southernmost point of what country? I've never heard of this. India. I was thinking it could be like one of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands or something. South Africa? No, they have some like random islands. Savage, I mean, I have no idea. Chile, Argentina, Australia. It's not Canada, no. Savage Islands, man, what the heck is this? Australia? New Zealand? Is this like not hard? Should I know this? Why have I never heard of the Savage Islands? I don't know what's going on. The Neman River is the primary source of fresh water and sediments for what lagoon separated from the open sea by a same named spit. Are we in like Europe? Is it like Caronia? Yes, let's go. What coastal boardwalk in Havana has been nicknamed the world's longest sofa? It is a common Spanish term that can be translated to esplanade, seawall, or jetty, with other notable examples of this type of man-made structure found in Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan. Is this what a malecón is? Good. What is the largest Brazilian city located directly on the equator? The Marco Zero do Equador monument in this city marks the exact line where the equator crosses the city. I've heard of this, and I don't remember what city it is. Is it Natal? It's not Natal. Palmas? Recife? It's not Manaus, right? Santarém? Oh, is it Macapá, actually? Yes, okay. I was like, I remembered that. I was like, maybe, I think that is the equator one. What name is shared by a mountain range home to the Tanglewood Music Center that serves as the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra and the ceremonial county where Eton College and the Ascot Racecourse are located? Pretty sure Ascot is in Berkshire, and I guess the Berkshires is a thing in the US. In the season 2 premiere of The Pit, Dr. Michael Robbie Robinovich announces that he is taking a sabbatical to visit what type of sandstone cliff in Alberta used by the indigenous plains peoples to hunt bison by stampeding them over the edge. You may provide the general term for this type of formation instead of the landmark's specific name. Is this really a head smashed in buffalo jump mention? Let's go. I can't believe that's actually in the quiz. One of the most legendary Canadian place names, like easily. It's just amazing. The Seven Devils Mountains are a series of notable peaks in western Idaho located in a wilderness area named for what gorge carved by the Snake River? It is the deepest river gorge in North America. I think it's called Hell's Canyon. Nice. The cities of Sirte, Ras Lanuf, and Ajdabia are all located in what arm of the Mediterranean Sea? Sirte is in Libya. Is it just called the Libyan Sea? Or Libyan Levantine? What is it called? Um, it's not. I mean, I thought the like Gulf of Sirte was a thing, but it's clearly not that. Libyan. What is it called? Are you kidding me, dude? Tripoli, Benghazi? No, it's definitely Libya. That is where Sirte is. I'm pretty sure. Am I going nuts? What is that sea called? Gulf of Libya. Libyan. I thought it was just called like the Libyan Sea or something. It's not the Aegean. That's definitely wrong. What? Am I wrong about what Sirte is? I'm just questioning everything now. Okay, I guess I don't know. Katima Mulilo is the largest settlement located on what geographic salient, whose creation dates to the Anglo-German Agreement of 1890 that resolved long-standing territorial disputes in Africa. What the hell is a salient? Is this like the Hollywood Triangle or something? It's not Bir Tawil. Is it Abyei? Where are we? Anglo-German. Is it the Caprivi Strip? Okay, that's what's going on. Malaysia's first and easternmost World Heritage Site is named after what physical feature? In the mythology of the Kazadan Dusun indigenous groups, this feature was formed through the actions of their creator deities who placed it at the center of the world. Mount Kinabalu? Okay, sure. La Santísima Trinidad de Paraná and Jesús de Tabarangue in Paraguay are examples of what type of settlements founded by the Jesuits. A subdivision of Argentina is named, in its plural form, after these types of settlements. Is there not also a subdivision of Paraguay named after them? It's just Misiones, missions? Yeah, okay. What form of communal land ownership unique to Mexico and enshrined in the Mexican Constitution sees the land owned by the state, but community members holding exclusive rights to use, farm, and pass it down to their heirs? What? I have no idea. Unless it's like encomienda, but I'm pretty sure that was like the Spanish colonial thing. I have no clue. What two words link the river that forms a portion of the international border between Nicaragua and Costa Rica? The seaport, home to Castillo San Felipe del Morro, and a series of hills to the east of Santiago, Cuba, that were the site of a military confrontation in 1898. Holy crap. What is this? San Juan? It actually is. Wow. Okay, that's kind of lucky. I was thinking the port could be the Puerto Rico city because I know it has like a castle and stuff, but I didn't know the other ones, so I'm surprised that was right. But let's take it. I'll take it rather. Built across a series of interconnected islands on Lake Saimaa, the largest lake in Finland, what town is home to Olavinlinna Castle? It hosts an annual opera festival, considered one of Finland's premier international cultural events. What's that? Is it Lapinranta, the one on the lake? No. That's annoying. Joensuu? Jyväskylä here? Kuopio? Lahti? Oh, man. Where's, like, Suomussalmi? I don't even know where that is. Iisalmi. I don't know where that is either. Ugh. What else is, like, in that area? Is it going to be something really small? Dude. I don't know. What ancient Paleo-Inuit society that thrived in the North American Arctic between 800 BCE and 1500 CE takes its name from an island just off the southwestern coast of Baffin? The hamlet of Kingite on this island calls itself the capital of Inuit art. Dude, what the heck? Nah, that's super hard. I have no idea. I don't have a guess here. Which capital city was originally built on Tombo Island and later expanded along the narrow Kowloon Peninsula? It is one of the world's longest and narrowest cities. First thought is Conakry, because I know it's on like a really thin peninsula. Nice. Named after the wife of Roman Emperor Augustus, what Catalan town became an enclave surrounded by French territory because of a legal loophole in the 1659 Treaty of the Pyrenees that mandated the handover of villages to France, but not of towns? It is called. Why am I blanking? I know Yivia. Vientiane's Patuxai Monument, which honors Laos independence, is partially modeled after what other landmark, somewhat ironically, given Laos colonial history? So we're probably something French. Eiffel Tower. Arc de Triomphe. Good. Elmina Castle, also known as Fort St. George, Akosombo Dam, and Mole National Park are all located in what country? Akosombo is the Lake Volta Dam in Ghana. Sharing its name with the Nigerian state, what protected area in western Tanzania is perhaps most famous as the site of an eponymous chimpanzee war in the 1970s, where Jane Goodall pioneered her groundbreaking behavioral research on wild chimpanzees. It's called Gombe National Park. The M41 highway that connects in Uzbekistan to Karabalta in Kyrgyzstan via Tajikistan is famously nicknamed the Roof of the World and is commonly known by what other name after the primary geographical feature it crosses? believe it's called the Pamir Highway. Incredibly cool road. The pictures are insane. A rugged volcanic region in the As-Suwaida governorate of southern Syria that features more than 100 basaltic volcanoes. May be called Jabal al-Arab or Jabal Haran, but is usually referred to by the name Jabal al-what ethno-religious group? What the hell? Sufi? Druze? Druze. Okay, sure. Tools from the Oldowan, the oldest known widespread stone tool archaeological industry, were discovered in what ravine in northern Tanzania that was also the location where the remains of hominins such as Homo habilis and Paranthropus boise were discovered. Or Boise, I don't know. Anyway, ravine is probably Olduvai Gorge, because I don't know what else it would be. What name is shared by the Mozambican province, whose capital is Xai-Xai, an African empire that formerly covered all of Mozambique between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers, and a territory whose municipalities include Beit Lahia, Jabalia, and Nuseirat. Presumably Gaza, because there is a Gaza in Mozambique and a Gaza in the Middle East. First developed around 400 BCE, what Persian structures allowed ancient engineers to manufacture and preserve ice and perishable food in the desert heat year-round without electricity. They are still primarily found in the Lut and Kavir deserts of Iran. Is this the canals, or is this something else? Because I swear to God, the Persian canal things, I have forgotten the name of those like 15 times, and I still can't remember them. It's so weird how your brain just has these blocks that you can't remove sometimes. I don't know if this is the canals or if this is something entirely different. Either way, I'm not going to pull it, sadly. What is the only Czech region to not contain any reference to Bohemia, Moravia, or a city in its official name? The capital of this region is Jihlava. Should be Vysočina. Home to the Art Nouveau Dragon Bridge. What is the largest city in the historical region of Carniola? An industrial rock band known for reinterpreting famous songs from artists such as the Beatles, Queen, and the Rolling Stones goes by the German name for this city. Carniola is Slovenia, so I think it's just Ljubljana. Good. Tunisia's highest mountain, Jebel Eshambi, overlooks what regional capital? Known in Roman times as Kilium, a past name for this city was the site of the U.S. Army's first major clash with German forces in World War II. Regional capital. I mean, I guess it's just a Tunisian city, so I can guess stuff. Kasserine, nice. Founded in 1840 by the Portuguese, the city now called Moçambique was known by what other name between 1985 and 2016 due to its proximity to a certain physical feature? What? Um, 2016. What changed in 2016? Portuguese. Where are we here? Trying to think of a. I mean, it might not be a Portuguese speaking country necessarily. Or no, it is. No, it's called Moçambique. Surely it is then. But it's probably not in Portugal. City in a Portuguese speaking country named after a physical feature. Huh? Okay. I'm having trouble here. What happened in 2016 that would have changed this? Is it Angola, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, Timor-Leste? Like, what are we doing here? Is it just Brazil? I don't know. I can't think of what's going on here. The Casanele Mari and Casanele Michi, big boilers and small boilers, are narrow sections of what 134-kilometer long gorge on the Danube that cuts through the Carpathian and Balkan mountain ranges and is famous for its towering cliffs and hydroelectric dams. Is this what the Iron Gates are? Okay, good. In 1998, archaeologists uncovered well-preserved Incan mummies and ritual artifacts near the inner crater of what volcano northeast of Arequipa. This discovery suggested that human sacrifices were likely offered to calm the volcano. Probably Misty, because it's just the giant volcano there. Following the 2020 Supreme Court decision in McGurty, Oklahoma, the land on which Tulsa is located was confirmed to be part of the legally recognized reservations of the Cherokee Osage and What Third Tribe. This tribe is the namesake of an Oklahoma town celebrated in a 1969 country hit by Merle Haggard. Is it like Choctaw? Like Chickasaw? Oh boy. Jesus. I really need to know this. I mean, I don't know the country song, but I don't know why I can't think of this. No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think I may have to move on. One national park in Gujarat is the only place in the world where one can observe Asiatic lions in the wild. The park also supports leopards, sambar, and chital deers, four-horned antelopes, marsh crocodiles, as well as hundreds of bird species. I don't know, unless it's called like Kutch or something, because that's the salt flats, but I don't know. Ilha da Queimada Grande, an island off the coast of the state of Sao Paulo, and a Ukrainian island near the Danube Delta, also called White Island or Island of Achilles, are both colloquially better known by what other name in English? Is this the one with the snakes? Yeah, okay. It's the one with all the like venomous snakes in Brazil. Pewa Lake is perhaps the most iconic natural landmark of which city, known as the gateway to the Annapurna Massif. The nearby Machapuchari Peak has never been officially climbed, as the country's government does not issue permits for its ascents. I think we're in Nepal. Is it ever like Pokhara? Okay, good. That's like pretty much the only city I can name in Nepal that's not Kathmandu. Each possessing distinct cultural, linguistic, and geographical characteristics. Utsang, Amdo, and Kam are the three traditional subdivisions of what region? What region? Xinjiang? Tibet? Tibet. Okay, makes sense. It sounded kind of like Central Asian. Built with financial and technical assistance from the USSR during the Cold War, what is the largest and primary Yemeni port on the Red Sea? It handles up to 80% of northern Yemen's commercial goods and humanitarian supplies. It's not Mocha, is it? It's not. I don't think it's Aden either. Is it like Taiz or Ib or something? Oh no. Nope, I don't know. In 2026, the Albanian village of Zvernek saw numerous protests by local residents and activists opposing a proposed tourism development project led by Jared Kushner's investment firm on what island? The country's largest by area. What the heck? I cannot name an island in Albania. That's wild. I didn't even realize there. I mean, makes sense that there is one, but I had no clue. Comprising four provinces, including the capital Harare, what region of northeastern Zimbabwe refers to the historical homeland of the country's largest ethnic group? It is often historically contrasted with Matabele land, the home of the northern Ndebele people. Should be Mashona land, I think. Good. What mountain range spans about 190 kilometers along the northern Cameroon-Nigeria border, stretching from the Benue River in the south to the Lake Chad Basin in the north? It is known for its needle-like spires such as Kapsiki Peak. Wow. I don't have a clue. Unless it's called like Borno or something. That's the name of the state in that area. Or Adamawa. It's a river, though. Taraba. No. No, I'm not pulling this. Founded by the Tupi chief Arari Boya and located across Guanabara Bay from Rio de Janeiro, what city is home to a contemporary art museum whose saucer-shaped modernist structure has often been likened to a UFO? Is this what Niterói is? Okay, good. The Rio de Oro and Sagia el Hamra are respectively the southern and northern geographic regions that make up what territory? So, like, Layun Sakia el Hamra is Western Sahara, so I assume we just want Western Sahara. Okay. Werner Herzog's documentary Into the Inferno offers a philosophical exploration of how active volcanoes around the world have profoundly shaped history. One volcano explored was what Ethiopian volcano that holds the oldest continuously existing lava lake. Is this what Urta Ale is? Let's go. That's really hard. What is the local Brazilian name for the upper stretch of the Amazon River that flows from the Peru-Brazil border to the city of Manaus, where it converges with the Rio Negro? What? The Brazilian name. Oh my god, what? It's not the Madeira. No. Didn't know there was another name for this. It's not Acre, is it? Eh? Oh no. Shit, it's not Ucayali. That's like Peruvian. What is going on here? What? Hmm. I don't know. Opinion romanization of the standard Chinese pronunciation of that, meaning land south of the Yangtze River. What term refers to the geographic region encompassing areas south of the lower Yangtze and spanning Shanghai, southern Jiangsu, northern Zhejiang, and southeastern Anhui? Holy crap. No, absolutely no chance. I don't know anything about China. Dunfermline born author Ian Banks' novel The Bridge is mainly set on and around a fictionalized version of what Red Bridge, completed in 1890. It is the second largest single span cantilever bridge in the world today. I mean, we're in Scotland. Is it like the fourth bridge? Okay. Rome's Leonardo da Vinci Airport, also the busiest in Italy, is located in what coastal town whose name literally translates to little river or rivulet? It's called Fiumicino. Located in East Antarctica, what fast moving glacier, approximately 100 kilometers wide, over 400 kilometers long, and up to 2.5 kilometers deep, is considered the world's largest? I assume it's not called like Ross or Amundsen or Scott or something. Is it ever Denman? Denman Glacier has a thing, I think, in Antarctica, but wrong glacier. I don't know. What two words link a group of skyscrapers in Moscow that include the main building of the Moscow State University and the Hotel Ukraina? A waterfall located along Norway's Geirangerfjord, a series of chalk sea cliffs in East Sussex, and a set of liberal arts colleges that include Bryn Mawr and Wellesley. Seven Sisters. I only knew the last clue, but it works. Meaning village, what five-letter word typically refers to the lowest level of administrative subdivision in Thailand? You may alternately provide the shortened three-letter term commonly seen on maps, which is also the Romanized translation of the Thai word pig. Is this good old moo? Yes, I had no idea on the first one. Muban, I don't think I've heard that, but GeoGuessr players will know moo. One of 8 stadiums built or renovated for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, the largest stadium in the Middle East by seating capacity is located in which city? It's also the namesake of a Formula One circuit that hosted its inaugural Grand Prix in 2021. I think the final was held at Lusail Stadium, so that makes sense. In everyday conversation, the island, whose official name is Unguja, is commonly referred to as what? Unguja is Tanzania. This is Zanzibar. The Kutanad Delta region is one of the few places in the world where farming, primarily rice cultivation, is practiced up to 2.5 meters below sea level. It is located in what national subdivision? One of its country's most developed. Chattogram. Pulna. Barisal. Okay, not Bangladesh. Are we in India? Goa? West Bengal? Kutanad. It could be Sri Lanka too. Western? Surely not, though. That wouldn't make any sense. Kutanad Delta. Is it Pakistan? It's like Sindh or the Delta. It's got to be on the ocean, doesn't it? What is going on here? Yangon? We ever in Myanmar? I don't know what's happening. Kerala? Oh, it is Kerala. Okay, it was India. Ueno Park, the Tokyo National Museum, the Asakusa Shrine that hosts the Sanja Matsuri, and the Ameyoko Market are all located in what special ward of Tokyo? Its name may remind you of the Japanese company that published Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble. It's like Atari. Okay. There's like Ataro or Ataru or something. Is that even right? Or is it a different company? Is it Konami? Even if it is, the ward's name is probably different, unless it's like Shibuya. I don't know. There's been a lot of like very specific Japan questions in these quizzes, and I just never get any of them because I don't know specific things about Japan. The largest natural medicinal thermal lake in the world is what tiny body of water located near the Hungarian town of Keste at the western end of Lake Balaton. Numerous rare and tropical organisms thrive in its warm, sulfur-rich thermal waters. What? What? I've never heard of this. What on earth? Name either of the two airports that were decommissioned in the early 2020s due to the inauguration of the Berlin Brandenburg Airport in 2020. Huh? Again, this is so specific. Like the more like zoomed in these quizzes get, the less of a chance I have. Like I've never been to Berlin. There's just no way I would know this. Potsdam, Oranienburg. Like I can name cities in the general vicinity of Berlin, but like I just don't know why. I don't know how I would know this. Originated in the Bernese Alps glaciers, the longest river that both rises and ends entirely within Switzerland is what stream that would be among the first entries in a dictionary? Is this the Aare, like namesake of Aargau or Aarau, or both, I guess? Also flows through Bern, I think. Lake Anossi, an artificial lake best known for its jacaranda trees and the Golden World War I Memorial Monument aux Morts, is located in what capital city? This city is also home to a rova that served as the historic royal palace complex of the Marina Kings. Anossi sounds aggressively Malagasy, so I think this is going to be Madagascar, except it's asking for the city, so Antananarivo. What longest river in North Macedonia flows through Skopje and empties into the Aegean Sea near Thessaloniki? The most successful football club in North Macedonia takes its name from this river. It's called the Vardar. What does the second A stand for in the acronym CAVA that refers to the chain of volcanoes that stretches from Mexico to Panama? This word also follows Nastapoca to denote a curved segment of the southeastern shore of Hudson Bay. What? America? No. What the heck? Nastapoca. Curved segment of the shore? What would that be called? I don't know. Is it something volcanic arc? Central American, but clearly it's not that. What? Oh, the second A. Oh, thought it was the first A. Jesus, I can't read. Arc. There we go. Oh my god. Okay. 50 out of 70. I'll take that. I mean, I think I could get a couple more if I really tried. Like, for example, this freaking Libyan Sea one. I don't remember what that's called. And then this one I could get by brute force, but I don't really feel like it. So 50 I said was my goal, so I'm going to take it. Giving up Georgetown. Wow. What is it then? Is it like the Commonwealth or something? Because that's like, if that's Guyana, is it Commonwealth stuff in the Western Hemisphere, or is it like South America plus something else? Or I'm not actually sure. Hallstatt. Okay, that is what it's called. I've definitely heard of it, but skill issue, I guess. Portugal. What the heck? Savage Islands? Is that part of like Madeira, maybe? I think it's one of the smaller archipelagos of Madeira. That's hard. Gulf of Sidra is what it's called. Man, that is what it's called. That is fully what it's called. I just completely like blanked. That's unfortunate. Ejido, I wasn't getting. Savonlinna, dude. I swear that's. I guess Suomussalmi. I swear that's. I feel like this is what I was thinking of, and I typed the wrong. I forgot Hämeenlinna as well, but again, that's such a skill issue. Dorset? What? That's crazy. I mean, the only context I know Dorset in is the English county, so that's really, really hard. Yachchal is so hard. That is definitely not what I was thinking of. That's insane. Namibia. Oh, interesting. So we are in Angola. The physical feature, I guess, is the desert. I mean, Namibia is one of the regions or provinces of Angola. I thought it was just named after Namibia, to be honest, but um, it makes perfect sense. That's guessable if I really thought about it. Muskogee, heard of it, skill issue, but yeah, it's pretty hard. Gear, I'm never getting that in a million years. Oh, Hudaida is such a thing. Yeah, again, not very good with Yemen, but I should know that. Sazan, never ever getting. Mandara Mountains, absolutely no chance. Solimosh, I've maybe heard that word before, but it's very hard. Jiangnan, zero chance there either. Lambert Glacier, not getting that. Taito, what the heck is that? What even is the Japanese company? I'm not even sure. Lake Heves, what the heck is that? I don't know. Schönefeld and Tegel again. No idea how to get either of those unless you've like traveled to them before or something. But maybe that's more known than I think. All the Germans in the comments are going to be like, bro, I literally live at like Schönefeld Airport. Like, how do you not know that? Anyway, 10% on Misty. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that that is the hardest one. To be fair, there's only like 30 people who played this, so it's not a big sample size, but I guess Misty's more known to me because it's like GeoGuessr and it's just very notable, but I don't know. Yeah, like I thought Urta Ale, for example, was going to be harder than that, but I'll take it. 39 on Hallstatt because again, I think it's just a really famous touristy place. So should get that. And then there's some tough ones. None of them are at 0, but there's a few at 3. Which yeah, makes sense because these are like crazy, crazy hard. But overall, pretty happy with the performance there. 50 out of 70 was my goal after all, so I will take it. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Hopefully there are more of them coming soon. We will see. But thanks again to Pizza for making them because they really are a blast. They are so well made. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye.